Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at noon.
Good afternoon and welcome to koolNews at noon. My name is Cairo and here are the headlines for this afternoon. The Land Transportation Office suspended its order that fines buyers and sellers of second-hand cars who fail to immediately register their transactions with the government. LTO Chief Victor Mendoza II ordered in the memorandum dated October 23 that Administrative Order Number BDM 2024-046 or the guidelines in the immediate transfer of ownership of motor vehicles with existing restriction will not be implemented for now. In the best interest of service and to clarify certain positions for better implementation, as well as to lengthen the compliance period and allow more time to widen the information dissemination, the effectivity of the AO is held in abeyance until further notice, the memorandum states. Mendoza also instructed the LTO Executive Director to draft and submit an amended AO number VDM 2024-046, taking into consideration the inputs of other stakeholders. The memorandum signed by Mendoza takes effect immediately. AO memorandum signed by Mendoza takes effect immediately. AO number VTM 24-046, which was released on August 30, requires sellers to report the resale of a vehicle within 5 days to the LTO. Failure to do so will result in a fine of 20,000 pesos. It likewise requires the buyer or the new vehicle owner to process the transfer of ownership within the 20 days. The Philippine Coast Guard has conducted preemptive evacuations in various areas in Luzon and secured over 400 residents affected by severe tropical storm Christine. In separate posts on Thursday, the PCG said its personnel evacuated 452 residents in Occidental Mindoro and Northern Quezon from October 22 to October 23. In Sablayan, Occidental Mindoro, the agency reported that it rescued 15 families or 54 individuals who were brought to Pandan Evacuation Center for temporary shelter. On the other hand, 5 families or 90 residents were evacuated from their homes in Lubang, Occidental Mindoro, and were transferred to a health center in Barangay Tilik. Meanwhile, PCG personnel in Northern Luzon ensured the safety of 30 families or 379 individuals in Jomalik and Patnanugan. Of the 379 evacuated individuals, the agency said that 116 were sheltered in Jomalik Central Elementary School, Jomalik National High School, and Barangay Talisoy Hall, while 263 were relocated to Patnanugan Elementary School and Patnanugan Barangay Hall. Earlier, the State Weather Bureau reported that Christine was last spotted in the vicinity of Aguinaldo, Ifugao, carrying maximum sustained winds of 95 km per hour near its center and gusts of up to 160 km per hour. Christine is expected to exit the country's area of responsibility by Friday afternoon, October 25. A total of 8,786 passengers, truck drivers, and cargo helpers were stranded at 126 ports nationwide as of Thursday morning due to severe tropical storm Christine. The Philippine Coast Guard said the count was a result of their monitoring from midnight to 4 a.m. on Thursday. The PCG reported that inclement weather due to Christine stranded 2,725 rolling cargoes, 142 vessels and 65 motor blancas, and forced 351 vessels and 327 motor blancas to take shelter. Of the 8,786 individuals, 650 were stranded at southern Tagalog ports, 3,750 in Bicol, 1,127 in eastern Visayas, 1,553 in northern eastern Mindanao, 617 in southern Visayas, and 265 in western Visayas, and 674 in southern Visayas. A local supermarket in Naga City in Camarines lost about ₱1 million worth of goods to looters as several tropical storm Christine bothered the region and submerged the store due to flooding on Wednesday morning. Bacral Bicolandia supermarket said when they visited the store in Barangay Igulgaldad at around 2 p.m. after receiving reports that people broke in, they discovered that their grocery items were completely wiped out. Photos show people wading through chest-deep floodwaters carrying their own packs from the store. In a private message, CBS said apart from the displayed goods in the stock room, all money from the cash registers and vault were also stolen. They noted that even the breaded wines and cigarettes were also stolen from the store. Before this event, they already had plans to partner with some people to conduct relief distribution to the victims of flooding in the city. We already have a partner for the launching of the relief operation because, according to our employees, there were many people affected, but our stocks were wiped out and we do not know how to recover from this, CBS told the Inquirer in a private message. They learned that a Facebook user posted a photo claiming that the store was giving away free groceries. The store management appealed to social media users to stop spreading false claims. Heavy rainfall, time for the weather update. Alright, heavy rainfall is expected to happen in some areas of Luzon on Thursday morning as severe tropical storm Christine continued to lash a big portion of the country, the Pagasa said. In an 8 a.m. bulletin, Pagasa said that a red rainfall warning is raised in Occidental Mindoro, where serious flooding in low-lying areas and landslides in mountainous areas may occur. A red rainfall warning will also mean that more than 30 millimeters of rain will drop in the next 2 hours. An orange rainfall warning was also hosted over areas of Palawan and NPK. Pagasa said these places face flooding risk, particularly in low-lying regions and areas near river channels, as well as landslide spread in landslide zones. Rainfall under an orange rainfall warning ranges between 15 and 30 millimeters with threatening chances of floods. Meanwhile, the rest of Palawan were under yellow rainfall warning. State meteorologists said areas under yellow warning may expect 7.5 millimeters to 50 millimeters of rain with possible flooding in flood-prone areas. Pagasa likewise said that light to moderate rain with at times heavy rains would affect the following areas, that is Negros Occidental, Guimaras, Bohol, Negros Oriental, Aklan, and Antique. The state weather agency advised the public and concerned disaster risk reduction and management councils to continue to closely monitor weather conditions in the country amid Christie. And that's the weather update. And the Senate suspended work for the second day given the continuing inclement weather brought by severe tropical storm Christine. Senate Secretary Ronaldo Bontoc Jr. said in an advisory that Senate President Francis Escudero decided to suspend work for Thursday, October 24, in light of the latest weather forecast of the Pagasa that moderate to heavy rainfall will occur in Metro Manila. But despite the suspension, some Senate personnel were still instructed to continue working on administrative matters and other tasks. The Deputy Secretary for Legislation is directed to assign personnel who shall report forward to receive copies of the General Appropriations Bill, which will be transmitted by the House of Representatives to the Senate later today, the Senate advisory states. Likewise, personnel of the Office of the Sergeant at Arms and the Maintenance and General Services Bureau who follows a shifting schedule are not covered by the work suspension, it adds. On Wednesday, work at the Senate was partially suspended also because of the bad weather. It is now 12:10 in the afternoon, and we will get back into the more national along with the international headlines and the latest weather coverage on Typhoon Christine. Stick around, we will be right back.
Panahon na ba natin magka-internet na mabilis at walang monthly bills? Yung 699 lang, 30 days only na? At 24 hours lang, may install na tayo in serviceable areas? Panahon na natin mag-G-Fiber Prepaid!
At maligyan na sa gfiberprepaid.load.com.ph.
Terms and conditions apply. See gfiberprepaid.load.com.ph for more details. Promo runs from February 8, 2024 until October 31, 2024 per DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 1858426 series of 2024. Promo runs from June 1 until October 31, 2024 per DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 194361 series of 2024.
Ohio! Don't you love it when good mornings start like this? Then like this. And then, wait for it. A morning cup of soup? Yes, soup. Try new Ajinomoto Soup and Go and make it your new morning habit. Comes in creamy corn, creamy potato, or creamy pumpkin. Great with bread too. Ohio Soup and Go. Ajinomoto.
Whirlpool Appliances brings you a new era of home living, where we are all about sensing what matters. Elevating your lifestyle has never been easier. From Whirlpool washers that adapt to your laundry needs, to refrigerators that extend the freshness of your food items. As an American pride for over 110 years, Whirlpool is dedicated to creating innovations that truly matter. Experience the Whirlpool Sixth Sense innovation. Whirlpool, sensing what matters today. Making your world a little easier. Whirlpool.
Try the new Surf App con Bigate. Surf App con Bigate. Mabangot pinarami. Surf App con Bigate. Pang-overload na siya sa dami. Surf App con Bigatin Pack. Mas pinarami, mas mabango versus Surf App con 25ml pack. 6 pesos SRP pa rin.
Fujidenzo believes that appliances are long-term investments, so it is very important to choose wisely. And what could be a wiser choice than using reliable, durable, and energy-saving appliances from Fujidenzo? Just like families and companies trusting Fujidenzo, you will see the difference when you upgrade your usual appliances to Fujidenzo HD inverter appliances. Fujidenzo, quality above all. Upgrade your home, upgrade your business with Fujidenzo. Quality above all.
Pag may diarrhea, may matinding pagyanig at kasama pang sakit ng tiyan. Take new Diatabs Advance, a first in the Philippines na may pinagsamang galing ng loperamide para tapos ang diarrhea at simeticone para tapos ang sakit ng tiyan. In soft gel capsule, kaya mas mabilis kesa loperamide lang. With 2 capsules after first loose stool.
Unilab yan.
Loperamide simeticone is a generic name of Diatabs Advance. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Masarap ang hanap, Royal! Ito ang gusto ko, gusto namin to. Ito ang gusto ko, masarap. Ito ang gusto ko, Royal. Ito ang gusto ko, true orange. Ito ang gusto ko, Royal. Ito ang gusto ko.
Where does your power really come from?
Power to learn.
Power to cure. Power to create.
Power to connect with loved ones.
Hello?
Mom,
At Aboitiz Power, we aim to provide reliable and sustainable energy. Powering you and life. Aboitiz Power. We power you.
Bye, Buhag-Haggard Hair! Hello, Cream Silk Vitamin Boost! Pinalaki with 30% more versus 10ml Unilever Sachet for all day no buhag-hag. Kaysa non-conditioning shampoo and with regular use for up to 24 hours. Mag-Cream Silk Vitamin Boost every day!
Pag may TC para aron mo apit ka. Pag may TC mo, tunod ang may TC puno sa vitamina. Pag may TC mo, barato na o pipig-ibo pa. Tungod ang may TC, alkaline vitamin C, mulawas at tipirmi, dili nakakapuyon. Tungod sa may TC,
Mighty C, ang alkaline ng vitamin C.
Sakit ng ulo, lagnat. Sakit ng ulo, lagnat.
Sakit ng ulo na may kasabay na lagnat, sakit ng katawan o dulot ng binat, diskartihan ang sabay-sabay na sakit. Diskarting Rexitol Forte, mas bilis banat sa apat. Faster versus paracetamol in as fast as 30 minutes.
Unilab yan.
Paracetamol caffeine is a generic name of Rexitol Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
D3 Bio. Babalik-balik na trangkaso at lagda, mag D3 Bio ka na sa gana sa lauric acid na kinukonvert ng katawan sa monolaurine na mas potent na antiviral agent. D3 Bio, panglaban mo sa viral na nagdudulot ng pabalik-balik na trangkaso at lagda. D3 Bio. D3 Bio, ang extra virgin coconut oil na may vitamin D3. Ang vitamin D3 na may extra virgin coconut oil. Mabibili sa mga suki ninyong butika nationwide. Dito na tayo sa subok na D3 Bio.
Kulang na yung pensyon ni Lolo. May dagdag pa kaya yan?
Tropa, paano ba magkaroon ng pensyon?
Yung interest sa SSS at GSIS, pwede kayang mas mababa.
10 years na akong teacher. May makukuha na kaya akong pensyon?
Para bawat tanong, may sagot. Para isulong ang kapakanan at karapatan ng mga miyembro at pensyonado ng SSS at GSIS.
Para sa mas malakas at matibay na pension system.
SSS, GSIS, Pensyonado Party List. Bawat Pilipino, dapat pensyonado.
Namiss kita. Ikaw pa rin ang hinahanap-hanap ko. Alam ko you're still the one. Buti na lang, mas affordable na versus previous price. Ang best tasting creamer para sa kape mo. Coffee Mate.
Feeling good while you work. Cool FM.
Welcome back to Cool News at noon. Let's continue with the headlines. As also in the weather news, severe tropical storm Christine is now over the Cordillera Administrative region as it moves over northern Luzon, the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration said on Thursday. It is 8 a.m. bulletin. Pagkasunod, Christine was last spotted near Aguinaldo, Ifugao, packing maximum sustained winds of 95 kilometers per hour near its center and gusts of up to 160 kilometers per hour. Christine is moving westward at 20 kilometers per hour. Based on its track and intensity forecast, Christine will cross northern Luzon over the next 12 hours and may emerge over the waters west of the Ilos region on Thursday afternoon. Christine will then move west-northward. Will then move west-northwestward over the West Philippine Sea and exit the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow afternoon. As a posting, tropical cyclone wind signals are still raised in more than 100 areas of the country, Pagkasa reported. And that is the additional weather update. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority deployed a 30-man clearing team and 20-man search and rescue team to assist in areas hit by severe tropical storm Christine's heavy rains and floods in the Bicol region. In the press release, the MMDA said the team brings with them 40 solar-powered water filtration systems, 1 aluminum boat, 2 engine-operated rubber boats, 20 small fiberglass boats, 1,000 life vests, 6 chainsaws, modular evacuation tents, and medicines for leptospirosis. MMDA Chair Don Artis said the team would clear roads from debris, while the search and rescue team would carry out water search and rescue in flooded areas. Artis addressed questions raised on the timing of the assets deployment. He said the agency wanted to assure first that Metro Manila, which is under its primary jurisdiction, is safe from the typhoon. We are also preparing in the event that the NCR will be hit by the typhoon. That's why we decided to dispatch half of our assets to the Bicol region. The other half is ready to respond in case NCR will be hit by this weather disturbance, he said. The MMDA is coordinating with the Office of Civil Defense, which determines the exact areas where the agency's contingent and resources will be dispatched. Food packs from institutional donors and will also be distributed to affected individuals and are expected to arrive in the Bicol region by Friday morning. The agency will deploy its remaining resources to the northern region if Metro Manila will not be severely affected. The MMDA has activated its Emergency Operations Center and has conducted an inventory of assets of the local government units in Metro Manila. Some of them are already pre-positioned, particularly in flood-prone areas. Arta said all pumping stations are operational. Spillway gates of Ambuglao, Binga, and San Roque dams have been opened as severe tropical storm Christine continues to dump rains across many areas. Based on the National Power Corporation's NAPOC core data on Thursday, Ambuglao Dam's gate number 4 was opened at 0.5 meters with a spilling discharge of 59.30 cubic meters per second. Binga Dam's gates number 3 and 4 were both opened at 0.5 meters with discharge of 139.05 centimeters. San Roque Dam's Gate 2A was also opened at 0.5 meters with discharge of 52.40 centimeters. Earlier, the NPC said the San Roque Reservoir elevation needs to be lowered in anticipation of heavy inflow due to Christine. As of Thursday, these dams' water level and NOAA level are as follows: San Roque 275.73 meters, which is 280 meters. Ambuglao 749.19 meters, which is 752 meters, and Binga 570.97 meters, which is 575 meters. Other dams managed by the NPC are Angat 198.4 meters, which is 210 meters, and Caliraya, which is 286.80 meters, or 288 meters. Time for the international headlines. Trash carried by a North Korean balloon fell on the presidential compound in Central Seoul on Thursday, South Korean officials said. It's the second such case since North Korea began floating trash-carrying balloons towards South Korea since May in a resumption of Cold War-style psychological campaign. South Korea's Presidential Security Service said the trash falling on the presidential compound Thursday morning carried no dangerous items. It wasn't immediately known whether President Yoon Suk-yeol was at the compound at the time of the North Korean balloon landing. Experts say North Korea likely lacks sophisticated technology to drop balloons on specific targets. South Korea's Ilbo newspaper reported earlier Thursday that North Korea's latest balloons contain propaganda leaflets criticizing President Yoon and his wife Kim Jong-lee, along with trash. The newspaper said the leaflets were scattered in areas in Seoul's Gyeongsan district, where Yoon's presidential office is located, and noted that North Korea has recently begun using GPS technology to drop balloons more accurately in intended locations. North Korea has earlier accused South Korea of infiltrating drones to drop propaganda leaflets over Pyongyang 3 times this month and threatened to respond with force if it happened again. South Korea has refused to confirm whether it sent drones but warned that North Korea will face the end of its regime if the safety of South Korean citizens is threatened. The Colombian host and president of the UN's COP16 Biodiversity Summit said Wednesday she expected major announcements soon regarding negotiations to increase funding and political commitment against the destruction of nature. The 16th conference of the parties to the UN Convention on Biological Diversity opened Monday in the city of Cali with the urgent task of devising ways to ensure 23 UN targets agreed upon 2 years ago can be met by 2030 to halt and reverse species loss. Given an update on progress, Colombian Environment Minister Susana Muhammad said in a statement that there were still important differences between the parties on resource mobilization. However, a methodology has already been agreed upon to address the differences, and I think this is positive, she said. There is great expectation that in the coming days there will be major announcements of agreement between the parties, the minister added. About 23,000 delegates, including some 100 government ministers and 7 heads of state, are accredited for what is the largest ever diversity COP, running until November 1 and themed Peace with Nature. With about 1 million known species worldwide estimated to be at risk of extinction, delegates have their work cut out for them. There are only 5 years left to achieve the target of placing 30% of land and sea areas under protection by 2030. On Sunday, UN Chief Antonio Guterres urged countries to convert words into action and flatten the Global Diversity Framework Fund created last year to meet the UN targets. So far, countries have made about $250 million in commitments to the fund, according to monitoring agencies. Under the Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, finalized in 2022, countries must mobilize at least $200 billion per year by 2030 for biodiversity, including $20 billion per year by 2025 from rich nations to help developing ones. A key goal of the COP is to agree on a mechanism for sharing the profits of genetic information taken from plants and animals for medical use, for instance, with the communities they come from. Muhammad said negotiations in this regard are progressing at a good pace. Ecuador's Interior Minister Monica Palencia on Wednesday survived an impeachment vote held after she was accused in the opposition-controlled Congress of failing to get a grip of escalating drug-related violence. Palencia is the most visible face of the government's fight against the crime wave shaking the once peaceful South American nation. Despite having a majority in Congress, the opposition failed to win the 92 votes out of 137 needed to remove Palencia from office. The motion received 77 votes in favor and 40 against among those present, while 16 abstained. Palencia defended herself in Congress against accusations from two legislators close to former Socialist President Rafael Correa, as she pointed to recent high-profile arrests. And Canada will sharply lower the number of immigrants allowed into the country for the first time in years, in a dramatic policy change for an unpopular government trying to hang on to power. Canada will bring in 395,000 new permanent residents in 2025, 380,000 in 2026, and 365,000 in 2027, down from 485,000 in 2024, according to a government source. The number of temporary residents, meanwhile, will decrease by about 30,000 to around 300,000 in 2025, the source said. The new target were first reported by the National Post. And it looks like the heavy rainfall warning has been issued. So here is another one. Some parts of Luzon and Visayas were placed under red, orange, and yellow rainfall warnings. These areas may experience possible flooding, the State Weather Bureau said Thursday. According to the Pagasa, places under the red rainfall warning are expected to experience over 30 millimeters of rain within the next 3 hours. On the other hand, those under the orange rainfall warning will experience between 50 millimeters and 30 millimeters of downpour for the next 3 hours. Areas placed in the yellow rainfall warning will experience between 7.5 millimeters and 50 millimeters of rain during the same period. So here are the locations that are on the red warning as of 11 a.m. Bandagas, Occidental Mindoro. For orange warning, Cavite, Laguna, Quezon, Palawan. And for yellow warning, Metro Manila, Rizal, Bataan, Quezon, Laguna, Palawan, Antique, Aklan, Iloilo, Guimaras, and Negros Orient, Occidental. Light to moderate with occasional heavy rains are currently affecting Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, Zambales, Pampanga, and Bulacan, which may persist within 3 hours. And that is the weather update. We will continue to share more updates regarding the Camp of Christine later on koolNews at 4. And that is it for koolNews at noon. As always, if you have any news suggestions or feedback you'd like to share, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And join us again for more news headlines along with the latest weather updates on Camp of Christine later on koolNews at 4. Till then, I'm Cairo. Stay safe and good afternoon.